Hello everybody, Thippy D here, like the sun, and we are progressing with the research factories this for the second time because we started them down the bottom, but now having cleaned them all up for the sake of the bus, we are doing them again. So I've said before that I'm not huge on making sure that we've got all the right ratios and all that stuff. So there's probably a better way of doing this. But you can see all the space I have. We're not going to be short on space, and at this point, I'm kind of just wanting to get the research up and running again. And you can see we're set on oil processing for a while. And again, so I can't remember if I finished saying this last time, but this is the way. So I think this is the way I usually pull resources off a bus. And if you think that let's just for sake of demonstration, I'll show you how this looks when the belts are full. I can do this now, and actually this will give us a good buffer for the resource anyway. I don't want to use up too much of my transport belt because it's not in abundance just yet. Yeah, so this is how I always pull resource off the bus, and I don't know if I saw it done like this. I think actually I came up with this independently, and that's not to say that no one else has ever done it or that I'm the first to come up with it, but it is my own creation. Whether that gives me a copyright or not, I don't think it does. Although maybe it gives me protection from copyright. Not that actually it's is there no, because I'm not making any money off it. So although, like, okay, hypothetical situation for us then, right? Say you're just because I'm interested in the legal arguments. It might seem silly, but say you're a YouTuber, you're making money off Let's Plays, as lots of people do, and sounds like a great place to be if you can sustain a living off YouTube. Dream job, right? So. I realise now that I'm not going to have enough space for the electricity. Say you're a YouTuber making money off YouTube. If you create a Factorio design that everyone just loves, and maybe that's the reason why people come to your channel, because they just know you're awesome at one particular. I know, unrealistic, but say that you're just awesome at one particular design, and they just love seeing that being constructed. Say you're making money off that, and let's say I came along and copied that. Is that a copyright infringement? Do I have to worry about copyright there? I don't know. I'm sure if I given someone with some legal understanding might be able to fill me in there. I can't say that I expect that it would. Oh, that spot's going wrong. Okay. Yeah, seems on the first part fairly unrealistic, and second a little bit. I don't know, it just seems something's wrong with that, but we'll see. Right, after that, ramble. Okay, so that's the basic structure of red science, and there's not much to it. I've done it right? Yeah, I've done it right. So there's not much to that, and so the second thing needs to be the the green science, and hopefully this will get finished before the end of the episode. I think it's pretty simple. Okay. You'll notice that a lot of the designs I use come to fruition when we start using the more advanced power poles. These things are just a little bit too small in their coverage to allow like the flexibility that the larger poles do. So things like putting this at the bottom and putting it at the top, not something I usually enjoy doing, but something we need to just handle at the moment. Okay, so we need transport belt and inserters again. Right, so how do I want to do this? We want to both areas need to be expandable. Or do they need to be expandable? What I need to do actually is I need to set up a rudimentary green circuit production. So let's do that. And again, I want this to be expandable too. So some of these because we're going to need some assembly machines. Okay, so the main... Oh, and I'm not putting that high enough, am I? Need to move this up. Give the bus lots of space. And at this early point in the bus, on the far left, it's not going. We're probably not going to be utilising all the lanes. But it never hurts to plan as well as one can. So again, okay. So we want this to be expandable. Always forget where the copper wire is on the, because you don't often have to click it. But okay. So copper's going to come up here. Iron, do I want... Yeah, I think I want to do this. And that means that iron will come up here. And green circuits will go down here. And then we'll mirror it. So... because green circuit production is going to be huge. I just want to shoot this rock because it's right in the way. Usually I wouldn't bother with this crappy ammo, but it is right in the way, so just takes a long time with that kind of ammo. Okay. Pulls from there and put on. Yeah, so green circuit production, obviously there's going to be a lot of it, and we definitely want this to be expandable, and we might even need a second column, in which case this column can be reproduced to the left. That's what I'm thinking, at least. So we're going to pull down, and we will bus green on the... Yeah, we will bus it. Now the question is, do we want to pull it down in 2 columns or 1? And I think we want to do 2. So what I usually do is put these in the middle. So these can these 4 lanes can be the circuits. And what I like doing is putting the green circuits in the middle, the red circuit and the blue circuit on the top and the bottom. And the reason for that is, if I want to come along and collect some red circuit, what I'll do is I'll come along the top and I can easily grab the red circuit without having to pull up anything else. If the red circuit were in the middle, I would have to come along and hold F and vacuum up the red circuit, but I'd also be picking up some from this line and this line, which will mean I get some green circuit or blue circuit or some combination of either, and it's not clean. But if you put green in the middle, it means you can come in here, stand in the middle, collect both lines, and you only get green. You can come here, collect this, and only get red or blue, and likewise at the top. So it separates it out well. So that's why I do it this way. And the question is here, do I want to put in 2 lines? And I think the answer is going to be yes. And it's a long-term view. It's safer long-term. So just plan for the future. Plan for the future. And it's not too big a change to have to worry about. So did I do that right? Did I just pick that up and put them in the same place? I think I did, because iron again is going to come up here. I'm going to pull off iron and put on circuits. Yeah. I think, yeah, I don't know which round that's going to be best. Like, do I want to pull off the circuits? Do I want to pull off the circuits with 2 long-handed, or do I want to pull it off with 1 perhaps fast instead? I always forget which is best. But at this point, it won't matter, and it should be fairly easy to change around if we need to. So this is going to be iron, and this is going to be iron as well. And again, for circuit production, the iron is really that's often the drain, and so I want to be really purposeful about pulling up as much iron. And so instead of perhaps pulling up 1 channel and splitting them off into 2, I'm going to pull up 2 channels. Now, someone could probably look at this and say that I'm probably not even getting any benefit out of doing this. Let's think. So if you've got 2 lines coming in here, you're pulling off a quarter of that line up here, and then they're getting reshuffled, and then you're pulling off another. Are you pulling off another quarter or another half? Because I think you're pulling off another quarter due to the rebalancing that happens here. So I think what you end up having is two lines with a quarter of the value of these two channels here going up, as opposed to one quarter channel that then splits off into effectively being 2/8, if that makes sense. So I think that's going to be better for throughput. We'll pull this down here, collect some power. Yeah, that will. It won't really. So okay, it won't, because of the limitations of these electric poles. It's not going to cover all the needs at this point for me to double this up. And I do want to double it up just for now, just so that we can, because we're here, we might as well. Oops, need some more long-handed inserters again. Okay, that's almost ready to be plugged in. Let's do some finishing touches. And pull up, oh, we actually need to pull up the copper, don't we? So we'll bring this down here and run out of transport valve, which is great. Okay, so if we look at what we're doing here, so this is, I would want to pull it up here, but obviously I can't because that other stuff is in the way. So I'm just going to have to do it earlier. And I think here is going to be where it's going to need to happen. That means that it can go like that, like that. Yeah, and it ends up being really neat because it all fits in the 4, and the only things that get into these bays here are the actual, the single splitter that pulls it off, and then the underground belt. So I really like the way it looks. Okay, so now copper, I'm just thinking, is that similar to iron in that I need to pull it off in greater volumes to accommodate these? And I think the answer is going to be not that I need to, but what could be the harm? And it's probably just going to be best to err on the side of higher volume. Yeah. And now we're ready to go. The only thing to do is to hook up these, and yeah, now we have electric. What are they called? Electronic circuits. Electronic circuits. What we do need to do is balance these, because they will come off unbalanced. So now, yeah, I have my own way of balancing lines, and I don't know if there's a better way. There may be. So yeah, let me know. Well, yeah, I mean this seems to work, so I'm probably not gonna change, to be honest. It seems to work and does the trick. It's again one of those Factorio things, you just become so used to setting them up. I'll just wait for the this final. I should have probably just done them one by one so I got them sooner, but it's alright, we'll just wait for that. So you can see circuit reduction is happening nicely there. There we go, so we've got some of these. Plonk that, oh, wrong location. Plonk that in there, like that. Okay, so now we've got balanced lines of circuits. Extend those out. This one actually needs to go like this. So what I do is if you haven't noticed already, that the bus takes priority. So wherever the bus doesn't have to go into underground, the bus should take priority. And the reason for that is I could have this line take priority, but then I'd need to do underground for all 4 of these lanes, and this is more efficient. So the bus takes priority. That's not to say that it never goes underground, because there might be some situations that call for it, that you just can't you can't get the resource to where you need it without breaking that rule. But that is the design rule there. Have I got enough belts? Probably not. Need to keep creating that for now until we create it. Well, we're actually about to set up some factories that do that automatically for us anyway. So, okay. Again, what I want to do is I want to pull up the components of green science onto that lane with the inserters on one side and the transport belt on the other. And I think what I want to do is I want to first build the transport belt like this. So that. I'm just doing everything in 2s at this point because for reasons of, the small electric poles limit you to working like this for reasons that are difficult to explain, but might become obvious soon. So we'll do that. Pull off the iron that will come from there. Okay. Again, like it'll become obvious that these are not pre-thought out. If I do that, they're not going to reach, are they? These are not pre-thought out designs, as will quickly become apparent because of the time I spend rethinking them. And I know I've probably thought about them over and over again in my life, but I don't want to do that. I want to keep it simple. So what I'll do is do this. I think that will need to go there. So pull off iron there and put on transport belt there. That should work. Okay, so now to pull down the iron, it's going to be here. And I realise what I've actually forgotten is a path. So I need to. I really wanted to do a path actually, which is annoying because I've blatantly missed that opportunity. What I think I'll do is I'll put a path here, and that just means I need to put the load balancer somewhere else. Yeah, when I say path, I mean just a brick path, because it ends up saving quite a bit of time putting a path along your bus. I don't have any brick to demonstrate yet, but just along here, I want this where I'm walking now to be a quicker walk, and eventually it'll be concrete. But yeah. I just need to leave a space for it at this point. So I just need to put the load balancer back in. So I'll just clean this up for a second. Okay, there we go. And then we can do this to there, and this to there. Okay, that's better. So just future proofs that, because have I got them in the right place? I don't think I do I? Oh, you know what? I've done it all wrong. Done it all wrong. Now, I wonder if I try something different. Out of laziness. and I realize now. Okay, so I've put these in the wrong place because no, it's just not going to work, is it? Because I'm not going to have any space. I want a path and I want those pipes as well. So I've essentially put these underground pipes in the wrong place as a starter, and then I don't think I've put in enough room to allow for a path as well. So that is a bit of a problem, because it's just going to require some time to clean up. Okay, so that's the pipes, right? So it comes along to there. That lines up. Yeah, I built that template just a little bit too far away, and I've just neglected to pay attention to it. I think this will be something that I clean up later, because I don't have the will or drive to clean it up at this point. So I'll reset. What I think I'll do is eventually, once maybe when I have robots or something, I'll just come along and clean it up. At the moment, I just can't be bothered, and we've got circuits coming through, and that's what I need. So I need to reroute. I haven't done this well because I haven't planned this properly. And I think for factories later on, I'm just going to need to start them a little bit further down, and as a result, I'm just going to have to pull off iron again to be there. Oh well, these it's coming along slowly. Like I say, I mean I take my time in making things look alright, and frankly, if I wasn't actually doing a let's play, I might take more time in getting that path gap set up properly. But for the sake of my viewers, I'm not gonna worry about it just yet. Right, so we've got the transport belt being made, and I think that's going to be all we're going to get to this episode. The next part will be, let's just quickly set up the structure. So that's going to have to be, you're going to need the blue ones. That's going to be that, and they're going to place on this side of the belt, like so. And then we'll feed that around into this column here. Into this, which feeds the green science, which feeds this column, which will eventually come through to the science labs that will consume the conical flasks. Right. Okay. So we're gonna have to stop there. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Cheers.